What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another deck profile. And this time I took the Kinemon deck to the Peoria regionals and did a top 16. So I just wanted to show you off this deck. Probably the last time Kinemon will top an event for a while, since he doesn't get any support in OPO3. But it was probably my favorite deck for OPO2 format. So we had to send him off in style with a top 16 national invite top in the last OPO2 regional. So before I get started, I wanted to talk about, I played this deck pretty much all of OPO2, or at least a vast majority of it. And the build that I was playing for the longest time was playing the 8-drop kid, but like recently, within the last 2 weeks, I switched it up to this version that I found someone else play. It plays a bunch of blockers because I felt like blockers were getting better and 8-drop kid was getting a little worse. Just because, like, against Whitebeard, a lot of Whitebeards and Zoros are cutting Vista, and Vista is like the whole reason why you cut little blockers. But I feel like the little blockers are just, you get so much value out of leader effect. He turns it, like, without the blockers, leader effect just gives you like an extra 1,000 for the turn. But with the blockers, it gets you, you know, on 8, you can Oden for 7 and then also play a blocker, which is much more valuable than just swinging for an extra 1,000. But you probably have seen this list. It's pretty standard by now, I feel like. 4 Momo, 4 Toki, 4 Neko, 4 Izo, 4 Ukiku, 4 Yamato, and 4 Oden. So here's the Wano stuff. All 4 ofs, the whole deck is 4 ofs pretty much, because you want as consistently as possible. Toki, like I said earlier, is crazy for the 1-drop blockers against Whitebeard. You can just, they like summon the first Whitebeard, and that's usually the turn you play Oden, is on the first Whitebeard. And then after they summon the second Whitebeard is when you spam blockers. You spam like 2 Toki and a beige, and usually that's enough for them to not kill you that turn. And then Oden could just get the job done. Neko was a pretty spicy tech. I know that the list that got second in Europe's regional played 4 Neko, and he was right that this card is just kind of crazy, at least for the end of this format it was, because Law was so unbelievably popular that this card just came in clutch to like tap down a Curly, tap down a Bonnie. People forgot that this card even existed. I had like several people ask me to read this card. People just forgot that it existed, so they're a Law player. They just play their Bonnie and then not tap it and not put any blockers up. So you just like Neko it, swing into it, which is a common OPO1 play, but people just forget. So yeah, Neko was crazy for the Law matchup, for the Zora matchup. My buddy who I rode to the event with, shout out to Jacob, he played the exact same 50 card list that I did. He ended up 33rd, unfortunately bubbled out, but he drew Neko a lot more than I did and talked about all day about how it was the best card in his deck. So moving on to the Supernovas, Bonnies, Beige, Killer, Apu, Law, and the only 2 of Extric. So yeah, this is like the exact list from the Euro regional, but it's not like I just copied it. Like I said, I was on the kid version before this with like Shachis and Nekos, like Neko blockers, and more Extric and less Law, and no Beige, no Toki. So like, that's what the build I was most comfortable with, but I felt like this one just in theory was really good. And I tested it quite a bit this week. put in a lot of testing with this deck for this week, so, and I didn't really want to cut or add anything. I felt like that guy got the list pretty perfect. But, so top 16 in the regional, my matchups were Dofi round 1 win, Film Kid round 2 win. I lost to Kinemon round 3, the mirror match. The guy, I don't really know. I think I misplayed. It was a weird match where I just couldn't close out game. But then I won the mirror match, round 4, Kinemon win. Round 5, I lost again to Law. He just opened absolutely broken. He opened like Curly, Bonnie, Nami, and 5-drop Law. Nothing you can do there. And then I won against Whitebeard, round 6. And then I won against Whitebeard, round 7. And then I won against Luffy in the last round, round 8, and did a top 16. And there was no top cut for this event, so no chance to play for the serial Luffy, but it's all right. I at least got this in the playmat. So another, so this makes, just if you're keeping record, my 3rd event I've entered into One Piece, and my 3rd top I've gotten. So, but that's it. Make sure to subscribe to PlacidBeachX3 for more One Piece videos. Peace out.